Okay, we've all been there. 100% of the time, we've all been there. It can be the, the gym bag, right? The empty computer screen, the sink full of dishes. And you're thinking to yourself, like, no, not today, not today, not today. Please, baby Jesus, Moses, not today. But what if I was able to tell you the difference between where you are and where you want to be is not talent? It's not luck, and it's actually going to be the four letters we're going to cover in today's word push. You know what that stands for? Persist until success happens. That's the difference between a good idea and a finished reality. Now, finished reality, what does that mean, Greg? Well, pretty obvious. It's in the name. It means you got to your end goal. So let's walk through this very quickly and go through these letters so we can get on and push through our day. Anyways, bad joke over with. Here we go. Let's go with P. This is the showing up part. This is the part that really, when you start doing this, man, you are not going to look perfect. This is not going to be something that you're going to want to do because you're going to be like, no, I can do it tomorrow. I can do it next week. No, 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 no. You have to be ready to go now and be present in this. And the persisting, for me, one of the things that really got me with persisting, and this is something I've been struggling with, and maybe you're struggling with it, but this is my battle, is the fact that I'm not good at coding or writing stuff or figuring out computers. I have to slowly get into it. And I had this epic battle with Chat GPT about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was online with this computer for 5.5 freaking hours going around in circles. And I finally got to the point where I was able to get my project done after 5.5 hours. But the persisting part on that, I wanted to quit literally and throw my computer through the wall. I was taking deep breaths, taking breaks, walking around, like telling myself it's okay, talking myself off a cliff because it's a freaking computer. But I persisted through it. And I can tell you one thing, the feeling when you get done with something like that, even if it's small like that, right? Small, man, I was king of the universe. It was awesome. So that's persisting for me, and it's a real world example, right? So, persistence isn't the long race, guys. It's a lot of short races together. And that was one of my short races. So what's one of yours that and don't tell me about this. I want you just to keep this inside your head. You go over it on your own time, not a big deal. Let's go on to you. This is going to be the until. Remember that acronym, the acronym or slash word push PU. So persist until. Until sounds nice, but what you really got to take into effect of the matter here is that means you're on the clock. Until what? How's it gonna end? Am I gonna beat it? Is it gonna beat me? What's gonna happen? A long time ago, I was dating this chick, and I saw a photo of me and her on my boat, and I was a pasty marshmallow that was whiter than mayonnaise. I'll tell you one thing, it was an unattractive sight, and I'm a straight guy. So I made a decision. I was gonna go in and I was gonna come out ripped. And so I changed. I persisted. So I persisted. I went out and I got workout plans. I printed them out. I got my workout routine ready to go, and I did it. I didn't look at the gym bag. I actually did it, but I didn't do it at 10 o'clock at night. I did it. Eventually I started doing it at 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I was up at 3. I was in the gym by 3:45, worked out until 6:30. I mean, I was a beast, but I persisted until I got my end result. I was willing to do the crazy stuff, be up at 2, not 2, but like 3:30. I actually really got to enjoy it, by the way, because the whole world is asleep. You got a fresh start. You're ahead of the curve. The air is crisp. The birds aren't even out yet. There's something magical about being awake and alive at that time, in my personal opinion, because the world's quiet. It's a great time to pray and meditate and kind of reflect. And then you get in there and you turn on your mad music in your gym and you just go bonker cakes. But that's the thing for me that was the until. I was not gonna stop until I achieved that. So what's your until? What's that hard line? What's your dedication level? When are you gonna say, I'm never gonna stop? I'm gonna go until I succeed. Most people will say die, but we're not gonna say that on this show. Now let's move on to our S. So push, persist until success. That's our S, guys. That's our target. That's what we're going after. And what does that mean? What does it mean for you? Is success an extra? You get a full weekend off with the kids and the family? Is it that you get to go up to your favorite cabin and go hunting, hiking, and fishing and exploring and tent camping and all kinds of stuff? Is it going to a cooking show? Are you on your boat? What are you doing? Are you paying for that vacation? Going down to Mexico, going to Canada, Europe, whatever. What does success mean? What are you beating yourself over the head for so much? What is that thing that's going to pull you up out of bed, get your butt out of that chair, get you out on that treadmill, go for that walk? What is it going to be? Success. Are you trying to get in shape for your daughter's wedding so you don't look like a fat man in a tiny suit? No, and no fat shaming. It's a joke from a movie. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I still love you no matter what. Um, but the thing is, if you just never stop and you always have that end goal in mind, all of a sudden life becomes so much freaking easier because you're not a rudderless ship, if I could speak. Ship without a rudder, let's put it that way. Um, and you're not just willy-nilly. I'm guilty of going willy-nilly all the time. Thank God I've kind of gotten that a little bit more under control, and I will give that to AI a little bit, helping me get my brain screwed on, which is nice. Everybody uses different things, right? But I have my success goals, and I'm in the persisting mode in my business growth right now. I have my until, and I have what success means. And that is a really fun thing. So I like to play with the success. I like to mentally get myself into that space every single day. And I use Gemini for that. And if you guys want, put comments down below in this video, and I will make a whole video about what I'm doing with Gemini just for quick thinking, modeling my future. It's a lot of fun, and it's free, by the way. Let's get on with our last letter, H. So that's going to be the happen. So we went through persist, until, which is our U, S is our success, and then H is happens. And this is really where the magic takes place. And it's when it's not, success isn't forced into place, if you know what I mean, but it happens because you stayed on task. It's when you persisted until you got to a certain point that you reached success. And yes, is it simplistic? Is it something that everybody's going to understand and put into action? No, probably not. But you're doing it today already. You're literally doing it. Like, okay, let's give a quick, easy example about push. You got up, and that's not going to be a sick toilet joke, guys. So get your heads out of the gutter. It's going to be about this. You got up out of bed this morning. You persisted to wake up. You kept moving until you were up. You were successfully dressed. And then what happened? The magic part, you went about your day. You pushed through the morning, literally. You're pushing through this afternoon, this evening, tonight, whatever it is. You're pushing through the week, through the month, through the year, through your memories, through your past. You're pushing through it. But always remember that you can push in the future goals, not just pushing yourself from what you used to be, but pushing yourself in your future goals. That's really going to be for me, the thing that stands out the most on this is that maybe sometimes you went out there and you really tried to be successful and it just didn't work out. I want you to ask yourself this question. Which one of these letters were not fully executed? Were you not 100% in the persistent side? This is honest time, okay? Take away your mental thought patterns. This is honest. Just you and your notepad or your mind or your computer or your phone or whatever. Write it down. Did you persist? And did you give yourself an until? Like, I'm going to do this until blank, not until, tomorrow. It's going to until what success are you going to go for? All right, so you're going to persist. You're going to do it. You're going to get your certain level of success. And then what happens? You did it. And then you look back, you're like, well, that wasn't so hard. That's pretty stinking easy. Why doesn't everybody do this stuff? Then you look around and you're like, well, why didn't I do this stuff? It all starts with you guys. Get inside your brain, kick it around, have some fun. You are a toy box you have not even attempted to open up yet with all the opportunities you have hidden inside. So go get it, go after it. The reason why I push and persist on this is two reasons. One is this. Selfishly, I really need you to do it. Because when you do it, that makes my world better and vice versa. When I chase my dreams, it makes your world better in small increments, right? And then, you know what? And the bigger side is once you do it, the world is better. So you're better, the world's better, everybody wins. But that is push. All right, guys, stay tuned. We got some more great shows coming up. we have a new show. We're going to be branching off some more real estate content. So stay tuned. I'll give you guys some updates there. But until next time, I love you. Boom, peace. See you guys tomorrow morning. Bye.